try to understand how things have evolved from time to time, and now what we are into something called as the digital era, right? Whom can you relate to? Which icon, which character do you relate to?
Simpson.
Early morning in the house, you're like this, right? And then the minute you get up, get ready, and come to your college, that's how you are, right? Is that how we evolved ourselves to be? Let us give you a quick understanding as to how history has changed from Stone Age to the digital age. We had no competition earlier. People used to, 1960 AD BC to 20th century. Have you heard of something called a Song Dynasty? The Chinese. Heard of it? These were the first people who actually started the revolution of marketing. They started manufacturing, they started selling, they started trading per se. Yeah, the very first symbol is going to be in the next slide as to how they used a carving on a rock to symbolize what they actually sold. So here is the history of you taking the 14th century of stone carving and scriptures came into form, where people started telling their stories, leaving their mark. That's the reason you're able to get back to the history and understand what they did and how they did without actual use of technology. Right? So obviously that evolved the way human civilization is what today is. You get my point? 16th century, buying and selling took up in the market. First paid advertising within the same group and community became prominent. Handbills were there. First newspaper was in Italy way back in 16th century. How many of you were there? Nobody? Anybody who knew this? Yeah?
No.
Yes, no.
No.
Absolutely. First newspaper ad in England at the Oxford Gazette. Barter system and spoils of war. These were the different modes of exchange of goods and services in the industry. This is what I was talking to you about the bronze plate printing advertisement for the Liu family. They used to make needles to stitch their clothes. Imagine somewhere in the 16th century or even the 12th century person. Imagine this is how they could promote. They would have their bronze plate printed and have it placed outside their house just to tell people, hey listen, we manufacture what? Isn't it amazing? China dynasty in Jinan, the Liu family needle shop. It was considered as the world's earliest identified print advertising medium. Isn't it fantastic? Which school did Liu family go to? Harvard? Oxford? They never existed perhaps. Experience is your best teacher, my friends. Experience. You need to understand, you need to connect your dots to your history, to your present, and what your future is going to be like. And that is the reason I'm actually helping you understand how we have evolved as human beings and why human beings are the most superior race. Unfortunately for the destructive reasons, but no, it's in our hands as to how we could actually control this world. Yeah, and then came the first printed product, a branded product which is called the Sunlight soap in London, with a 1,000 pound reward coins.